Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do something today that I've never done before, and that is to share my everyday makeup with you. So if you're new here, I am a busy mum of two who works a full-time job. I travel a lot with my work, and although I work from home quite a bit, I still like to wear makeup. I know that everybody doesn't have to wear makeup, and I would love the confidence to be able to go out without any, and I will have days at home with it, but if I am out and I'm doing a school run and I'm popping to the shops, I do like a minimal makeup look. I thought I would share this with you. It's a super quick 10-minute look, if that, and I thought I would share it with you. I am by no means a makeup expert, as you will see when I go through this, but I thought I'd share with you what I do, the products I use. Yeah, so there we go. I have a mirror right next to you so I can see what I'm doing, and I will go through. I'll show you what I'm up to. So first of all, I am using a moisturiser. I already cleansed my face. I use Lazil Cleansing Polish. Their hot cloth cleanser. I use that day and night. I love it. It leaves my skin really smooth and fresh. You'll see my skin isn't too bad. It has some signs of sun, so I have freckles. I've also had the worst cold known to man, and it's left me with sores on my nose, so I will come up to them later. But first of all, let's cleanse. At the moment I am using a sample, and it is of My Clarins, which is a new product, and it is the Refreshing Hydrating Cream. Looks like this. I actually have a full size of this ready to use soon. I'm really impressed with this range. I saw it shared by Caroline Hirons and applied for the samples, and they came. I think anybody can do that, and they came and I love them. They go a really long way. There are quite a few other products that were sent that I think I would like to purchase, but I'm saving. I'm one of these that feels really like I can't just splurge on these things, but anyway, digressing. So I just have a pea amount of this product, and then I will dab it to where I need it. Next up, I conceal. You can't actually see on this because the label has come off, but this is the Lasting Collection. I can't remember what it's called. But here it is. It's in Fair. It's super cheap. It's about £3 or £4, I think. I got mine from Boots or Superdrug. This is in Fair because I like it to lighten my under eyes. I get quite dark under eyes. It's just a natural occurrence. I have anemia, and I think this is a symptom too. So I will just simply dab it along the areas I need. So I have a Real Techniques. This is the contoured foundation brush, but I find it perfect for patting in because it's flat. You can see that. And then I'm just going to pat it in nicely.
I've never really been the one who's worried.
Once that's pressed in all nicely, I'm going to apply some foundation. I'm having a day just around today, not going too far, so I want to keep it quite light. I always use the Real Techniques foundation buffer brush. This probably needs a bit of a cleanse actually, but it's perfectly round, and you just buff it in to your face. I'm actually between foundations at the moment. It's a funny time of year for me. I tan very well. We've had sunshine earlier than expected, which is amazing, but it means that at the moment I am too dark for my L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Foundation in Linen. But I'm also that little bit too pale for my Forever Undercover Dior Foundation in 32. This is my favourite foundation at the moment. It is a little bit more on the pricey side than something like the L'Oreal, but I find it lasts all day. It moves really nicely around the skin. You'll see when I apply it, it comes up quite an orangey pink tone, but it soon flattens out to the tone of your skin and it blends really nicely. I do like the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light for days like today. Haven't got it at the moment. When I went to a wedding not long ago and I invested in this, but I think I may go back to my light. I don't know, I love them both equally, so maybe I should try something new. But yeah, so what I will do is put a pump of each onto my brush. I'm using a few bristles actually. Into there. You do need to shake this a little bit because it does settle a bit. So you can see I have a light and a dark on there. I then, this is really professional I know, dab it on, go across my face to the areas I know I'm going to be needing. I'm then going to buff it all in, all over my face, and hopefully it will mix nicely. I know some people mix it beforehand on their hand or something, but I like to do it this way because I know it's quite evenly done.
That's my choice, what I need to be free. Still thinking how we love.
There you go, nice and evenly buffed in now, feeling much better. Next up, I just want to set it a little bit, and at the moment I am using the Glam Bronze by Rimmel, and this is a bronzer which is matte with a highlight or translucent powder next to it. This has been well travelled. This is what I throw in my handbag just to touch up as I go along, hence all the branding and things has come off it, so I should probably need a new one. I'm not sure how far I am to pan, but anyway, I try to stick on the translucent side and I will just dab it over to take away any shine. I quite like a matte look. My skin is fairly oily, so I like to counteract that if I can. And then next up I get the bronze and I keep it flat on my face along my cheekbones. So I'm not really contouring, I'm just adding bronze in the places that I would naturally hit the sun, just making sure that's blended well in and there's no weird streaks. Up on my forehead, my hair's in the back, and down on my nose because that's where I'd catch the sun. Okay, so next up I use a bit of blusher. I'm currently using a Smashbox palette called LA Lights. This is a blush and highlight palette with Malibu Berry in. It has, I'll show you, 3 colours within here. We have the Rich Berry, True Berry and Highlight Berry. I'm going to use the middle one, which is True Berry. Just put a little bit onto my brush and just dab it onto my cheekbones, the apples on my cheeks. Just to add a little bit of colour. So, next up I am using the Benefit Dandelion Twinkle Highlight. I don't often use a lot of highlight. If I do, I go back to my Real Techniques pointed foundation brush, get my words out, and I just dab it on very lightly and then I'm just pressing it on. I don't want much, I just want that tiny bit of highlight so I can see it shining. So next up for my brows, I am currently in between products. First of all, I have the Goof Proof Brow Pencil in, what colour have I got? Number 3, I think maybe. I think it's in like the light blonde. Looks like this. Or I'm currently using actually a shadow from a Sleek palette, which I will show you in a moment. But first up, I'm going to use my Goof Proof and I will just take it over lightly. Because I'm not going anywhere today, I don't want dramatic brows, I just want to darken them slightly. So I'm just going over my natural brow line and darkening them. I actually need a darker colour than this. I think this is one that I got in either a magazine or a Birchbox, I'm not sure which, but either way it's not really dark enough for me because I can't see the difference. But it works fine for days like today when I'm not going far. That will do. If If I want them a little bit darker, I'll show you the shade I'm using. It's in the Sleep palette and it is just a dark shadow, which is over here. And then I would use a angled eyebrow brush. This is the Tropic one, and it's like this. It's very blunt on the end, and it's easy to just drag across the brows like so. It's much easier to get a more defined line with a brush like this than I find with the Goof Proof brow. Yeah. For eyeshadows today, this is filthy. I'm just going to use a neutral across my lid because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to use this one actually. I'm touching Pan, as you can see. It's this really pale colour here. Just tap it in. And then I'm just going to swoop it over the eye and up slightly to the brow bone, not all the way to the eyebrow. And it's just to lighten up my eyes. And then I'm going to take this nude undertoned brown here, and I'm just going to take this across the end of my lid and work it over, blending it through into my crease. Keeping it super, super natural. And then all I need to do now is my mascara. I am between two at the moment. First one is the Bad Girl Bang by Benefit. I'm sure you'll have seen all of this. There is big thing all around it at the moment, or there has been. Looks like this. I love this mascara for the effect it gives my eyelashes. My only pain, I want to say, with it, a negative response, is that it gives me it up on my eyes after a short amount of time if I get warm, etc. It's water resistant, so I'm not sure why it does that, but it does, and it frustrates me. The other one, which I find is a little less extreme, is the Smashbox Indecent Exposure. I love this. I also love the package of this. It's like felty, which because it looks really grubby really quickly. This has a much bigger brush. Looks like so. I love it. But if I was going out, I would use my Bad Girl Bang. So yeah.
I've always put my feet wherever I want to. Before I saw who I could be, kept thinking, where did I go wrong? Then realizing where I do come.
And then because I'm not going anywhere, I'm not going to wear anything on my lips. I'm just going to pop on the Nivea Soft Rose lip balm just to keep my lips nice and moisture and feeling complete. So that is my look. Not overly exciting, I know, but at least you can see the products I'm using, what I think of them as I've gone along. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and stick around and let me know so that I can perhaps do some more of different kind of looks, because I do it differently when I'm off out for business meetings, going out with the girls for drinks, that kind of thing. But yeah, just a simple day-to-day makeup look. So thanks for watching. Bye.